Welcome into our NCAA tournament primer. This is March following a very hectic weekend of conference tournament action, and the brackets are finally set, and the round of 64 will soon begin.
That's right, Frank. We're talking Arkansas, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and even our Memphis Tigers, who, well, their road ended pretty soon, more sooner than most thought heading to 2026.
That's exactly right, but let's catch everybody up on the speed on the Tigers season. After winning the regular season and conference tournament a year ago, Penny Hardaway's roster was predicted by their peers to finish at the top of the American for a second straight year. Well, the Tigers opened their season with 2 exhibition games, starting by welcoming former Memphis Tiger head coach John Calipari back to FedEx Forum to face his former team for the first time since leaving the program back in 2009. Memphis lost to Arkansas 99-75, then lost by 29 points in their final tune-up to Auburn. The Tigers did secure their first win in their season opener by defeating San Francisco, but would drop their next 4 losses to Ole Miss, UNLV, Purdue, and Wake Forest. And then they closed out a tough non-conference schedule with a 4-3 record as they went into conference play, winners of 3 straight, but took the first loss in the American on the road at Florida Atlantic. And Memphis struggled throughout the month of February as they endured a 7-game losing streak, and the longest losing streak they had not just had in Penny's tenure, but the program's last 30 years as a team who predicted to finish first needed things to work in their favor in the end of the final week of the regular season just to reach the conference tournament as they picked up an overtime win in the season finale on the road to Tulane 96-95 and entered Birmingham as the 8th seed, and they were matched up against the Green Wave once again, and the Tigers were not as fortunate in round 3 versus Tulane, losing in the opening round 81-69 to finish the season 6 games below 500 with a 13-19 record and 8-10 in conference, and statistically one of the worst seasons in program history in the last half a century. And early today, following the disappointing season, Coach Hardaway has been candid about how things need to change as speculation circled whether he would return next year. Earlier this week, the University of Memphis athletic director Ed Scott said Hardaway would return for his 9th season, but once again, next season will look a lot different for the Tigers staff as only the returning coach will be Andre Turner. Just a few hours ago, Hardaway and Scott took questions from the media about the guardrails for next season.
Going into my 9th year, I now understand who I am. There needs to be self-improvement from myself in areas, roster changes, coaching moves, everything all above. And I think that I have to get back to being getting the guys in here that are just going to go 100% all out. Play with that grit and grind, and really that was my style when I first came in. I got away from that, and that's definitely what I have to get back to.
There's things that happen during the course of a season, so I haven't talked to him about a win total. I didn't say 20 wins. Our schedule is grueling next year, right? So the expectation is to at least get some of those non-con games to put ourselves in good position like we did the year before this season, and then really evaluate it at the end. But make no mistake about it, with Coach sitting here next to me, our goal together is to get to the NCAA tournament. And I think Penny knows that goal better than me, because that was the goal when he came here as a player. That was the goal when he came here as a coach. And that'll be the goal long after Ed Scott and Penny Hardaway are together.
And joining us now all the way from the NYC, the man from the 901 taking care of all the business with March Madness from start to finish with CBS Sports and Grind City Media, Gary Parrish. Gary, thanks for joining us.
I am super busy, but I try to say yes when I can, especially to people I enjoy. So I wanted to be here if you asked. So thank you for having me.
You're a graduate of the University of Memphis, so you know this program. You know this program, this history front to back, what it's been through the last 8 seasons under head coach Penny Hardaway. Some triumph, but definitely some things that have fallen tremendously short. What do you have for a state of this program now, knowing, especially after you had Dr. Ed Scott on earlier this week?
Yeah, I was really appreciative of Dr. Scott coming on. Like, he's taken over as the athletic director at not just the University of Memphis, but as you put it, my alma mater. I care deeply about that place. I start every conversation with this about this. Penny Hardaway has been the head coach at Memphis for 8 years. He's been to 3 NCAA tournaments. he's won one NCAA tournament game. That is not good enough at Memphis, period. If anybody in the conversation can't acknowledge that, then they shouldn't be in the conversation. That's not good enough. I think even Penny would tell you that. And he has obviously gone, Penny, to Dr. Scott and laid out a plan of how to get this thing back on track. Right now, there are some people who believe Penny should not be the coach at Memphis anymore. Right now, Penny believes he deserves another chance to get it right. All right? I think by next March, everybody will be on the same page. We'll either look up and go, man, it's time. It didn't work. We tried everything we could do, but here we are missing the tournament again. It's time. Or we will go, thank God you gave him the 9th year because now it's back on track, and this is what Memphis basketball is supposed to be.
Well, what type of message do you think it's sent when you have your athletic director, Dr. Ed Scott, sitting side by side with Coach Hardaway and the elephant everyone knows it in the room, right, and in the city? But what do you think might be going through a Coach Hardaway, what his brain is? Because the most famous alum, but also this is the first time he's been candid about asking for help.
I give Penny a lot of credit. It is very difficult to admit you need help if you've never done it before. It is very difficult heading into year 9 to admit that this thing's gotten away from you a little bit. And I thought at the press conference earlier, he touched on a lot of those things. He said, like, I lost, my focus on rallying the fan. The best version of Memphis basketball, I do believe, involves Penny Hardaway being an awesome college basketball coach. That's an easy thing to wrap your arms around. But the most important thing right now is that Memphis basketball's got to get good again, whoever the coach is. This is a one more year to give Penny a chance to be that guy. How does he feel about it? I don't know. I can understand how it might be awkward to be sitting up there with your boss. We're going to give him every opportunity and every resource possible to pull this thing out of this bad place it's in. And our hope is that we look up in 20 years and Penny Hardaway is the Mark Few of Memphis basketball. He's taken Memphis basketball in a whatever league and dominated it the way Mark Few did it. That's what we want. But if we can't get that, we will move on.
And Gary, it meant so much for you to take some time out with us. Thank you. Safe travels up there in New York. We'd love to see you back here pretty soon. Frank, back to you.
While the Memphis Tigers season ended in disappointment, it was a season full of triumph for Tennessee State as the Tigers were led by former Memphis assistant and Duke legend Nolan Smith, who was a part of Coach Hardaway's staff just last season and helped lead Memphis to an American Conference regular season and tournament championships before an early first-round exit to Colorado State. Smith left the 9-1 for the 6-1-5 in late July for his first head coaching job, and in just 1 year, the Tigers are dancing for the first time since 1994 after a 23-9 season, and also claimed the OVC regular season and tournament titles, and for an automatic bid as a 15 seed, and will face 2-seed Iowa State in the first round this Friday in the Midwest region in St. Louis.
So proud of my guys. So proud for everybody in the city, the community to come out and support us like this. Great event. And yeah, man, it's been 32 years, so to hear your name called, it was very exciting, and now we're ready to get to work. We told my guys from day one, we're not going to this thing thinking that we're a Cinderella, that we're not an underdog. We're going to go in here and be us. They just bought into winning. Every single one of them as a team, from the walk-ons to the main guys, they all wanted to win. They all came together as a group. We're eager to get back on the court. I mean, our guys definitely feel the energy from what we've been doing. We've been doing it in practice, same defense, same intensity. So I can feel it from our guys. We're ready.
Tigers and the Cyclones will face off Friday at 2 p.m. And speaking of former Memphis Tiger assistants, many of you may know the name Fajari Phillips from his time coaching with the Whitehaven Tigers and a few stops as a Division I assistant. And Phillips, who worked at Vanderbilt under Jerry Stackhouse, then coached back to Memphis to join Penny Hardaway's bench, but just finished his first season as the top guy at Lemoyne Owen College and has willed the Magicians into a complete 180 after just winning 4 games to 17-13 record and 13-11 mark in the SEAC, and finished with a 12th ranked defense in the county with an entirely new roster led by guards Lardrigius Pittman and Desmond Bratcher earned conference honors.
I've been in a position where I've had to build programs up and restore some greatness to programs that had it in years past. So it wasn't an area of me, from my standpoint, that I wasn't accustomed to. Just took a little bit of time, getting the right players that identify with how we want to play. We like to say that we are principle guided and technique driven. So everything that we did defensively and offensively was off of our principles. And then once you buy in and understand what that takes, the technique takes its course.